Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Sister Starcraft English commentary. Let's continue on and try to wrap up as quickly as possible these day one prelims of the ASL S20. We're going to be paying out attention to Group 10 once again. This is the group where we had Jaedong versus Nada previously, but Nada could not make it to the final, so we'll have Jaedong versus Horang2, but Horang2 is doing something strange. He is not gonna send a probe down to the low ground. He's gonna be going for 12 Nexus, and the Overlord is gonna scout this. Now we are having 9 pool, I believe, so Zerglings are underway. It usually is very hard to hold here. And we will possibly have GG very soon, and Horang2 will have to fight from the second game. Of course, this is best of 3. So it still might be possible for Horang2 to win. He needs to scout towards the left side. Come on, you're going for 12 Nexus. That's right. When you go for 12 Nexus, you have to come out and scout towards where the enemy would have found you first. If the enemy is there, you get it. Anyways, we are seeing how many Zerglings? 4 Zerglings. And the probe will arrive soon. He will see the timing of the hatchery. He will know that he will need to pull a lot of probes to hold this. The Zerglings are almost about to get there. It's going to be just 4 Zergling. Now, if Horang2 is able to keep his probe alive, he will try to block them on the ramp. I think he saw one drone. He need to see that one drone right away. He's going to try to block this. The probe is doing the best it can to block it. But we are still seeing the Zerling moving out, and the probe is going to try to stop this drone from expanding. The cannon, I think, is coming up as well as the gateway. The probe is really damaged. Horang2 need to micro hard. He need to pay attention to what's happening in his main base as well as worry about this drone. But he is gonna just say, I'm gonna use the time that my APM to cover for my front base. Looks like the cannon is gonna complete. One probe is gonna get destroyed. The Zerlings will get in. They will hide behind the middle line. 1 Zerling down, 2 Zerling down. There's still 2 more Zerlings. They will get inside the main. Slightly problematic here for Horang2. What is he doing with his probe? Go and mine! Come on, at this early stage, you don't have much activity to worry about. And he's going to be losing the first probe of the game. These Zerlings are damaged, but they're still alive. Looks like Horang2 will have to micro hard to try to get that Zerling before it actually lose the health. That Zerling is very close to dying. Horang2, we need to just try a little bit fast, more. I could not do this, but of course these programmers can do it. They can micro the scouting probe, build a lot of stuff in the main, and that probe will fall. That is slightly unfortunate. Jaedong, of course, is the beast, but this scouting probe will see that there's going to be lair. So I think I feel like that is a lot more valuable to see that than to lose a few probe in the main. So props to Horang2 that he's able to do that. These Zerglings are damaged. Another probe is gonna fall. That probe takes some hits. He need to send some probes to the gas because he will need as much gas as possible. Okay, good dive there for the probe, but once again, these Zerglings are being very annoying. Where's the first Zealot? Looks like a lot of Zerglings are getting bait here. What is Jaedong's plan? He is gonna come out, and we have a Zealot in the main, but we have a Zealot attacking the third base now. So we shall see how much damage can each of the player do. For the time, the core is coming up. We need to have, looks like that one drone gets pushed back nicely. Then he was gonna try to force another drone out as well, which means that no mining for a little bit here. And that Zealot can hide in the back. The Zerglings, I don't think they have speed yet. So this Zealot is buying so much time. Nicely done by Horang2, and he immediately goes and hide in the backside. He would take 2 Zerglings with him. So that's not bad. And of course his Corsair is gonna still come up. I would like Horang2 to qualify because of course Jaedong is everyone's favorite, but Horang2 with his perfectly true symmetrical gateway production lines is just so fun to watch. And by the way, Horang2 is in the same university team as Calm, aka Clam, and Rain. Zerling with speed completes, probes it to do the best it can, and you don't want to lose too much time with those scouting, with those probe on gas. Anyways, these Zerlings are gonna try to come around once again. Good pullback. The Zealot is having some trouble trying to chase these Zerglings, and they will come back on the probe on gas. The probe need to get pulled almost prematurely there. And we will have a surround, not bad. 1 Zerling will fall, both of the Zerlings will fall. The first target, the first Corsair will come out. The timing, I think, is much better than the Spire timing. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, we are going to be seated Verduned, and things are kind of calmed down a little bit inside of Horang2's main base. So I guess it is going to be the time for me to show some relevant information. Or this map Radeon you've seen so many times already, but maybe I'll just show you the elo stats here, the top 10 Broodwar players as of today. And maybe this is a little bit ill placed here. I'm just gonna place it in the correct location. Give me a second. These are kind of some what are they called? Some benchmark players. Maybe not really useful. Looks like there's gonna be some Zealot microing there. They are not really micro correctly. One Zealot gets trapped right away, and losing that Zealot is gonna be problematic for Horang2. But he's able to hide in here. A player like Mini would do that a lot better. But behind this, I think Mutus will get made, and that is actually a blessing in disguise for Horang2 because he can scout those Mutus for. No, he sees the Hydras. He saws the Hydras. He knows that those Spire is just for fun. Anyways, one Scourge is gonna try to go inside the main. The Corsair need to run away. Come on, what are you doing? He's gonna attack now. I guess he would take a hit on the Corsair, but that Corsair will still live. So that's that. The Zealots are trapped. We need to use those Zealots. Why is he just standing there like a statue? He will attack now. Of course, he will not be able to get anything there. Maybe go for a drone is a lot better. Finally, he's gonna go back there and losing every single Zealot for nothing. Jaedong behind by about 10 supply. But he's transitioned nicely into Hydras, and the cannons are coming up. But look at how many cannons Horang2 has built. He's built a cannon in the main. He's built at the expansion to cover for the mineral line. A single Dark Templar will hope to drive these Hydras back and buy time for the cannon and buy time for the High Templars as well. Nicely done. But looks like the Corsairs will have to go out. We have a very sneaky Overlord hiding at the bottom right. I'm not so sure if at some point Horang2 will decide to go there or not. But for the time being, these Hydras and Zerglings are looking dangerous. I think the cannons are completed now. We have 4 cannons and maybe some Zealot. And looks like 4 cannons is just enough to hold. We have a single Zealot to hold it. There's got to be an attempt to attack against this place, but some Hydras have been placed back. He would try to get behind the Hydra Dent. He will get, no, he's a misclick on the Hydra Dent as well. The Overlord have speed now, so that Dark Templar will have to go and hide very far away from home. There are some Scourges. These Corsairs will get destroyed. He needs to send them back. Where are they? What is he doing? He already saw the Scourge. So it's gonna back up now. Very rarely. I do want Horang2 to have some nice advantage because Jaedong is just so overwhelming in this encounter. Scourge is gonna try to catch those Corsair, but the Corsair is gonna be hiding at the bottom right. Excuse me. Hydras are gonna start to make a soft contain now. And Overlord spotted this Dark Templar. There's gonna be a single Overlord just checking what do you have, and look at those perfectly symmetrical gateway productions. Nicely done. The Corsairs will need to be careful because these areas have a lot of Scourge activities. He will send the Corsairs toward the main base and he gets them safe. I love it. I love it because this means there will be no threat of mutualist switch. And Jaedong will need to stick with his Hydras, and that will make the games a little bit more fun for every one of us to watch here. And the fact that this Dark Templar is still being alive is also a nice thing for Horang2. He could send him out, and there's going to be some Zealot trying to break out. It's going to be impossible. Dark Templar is going to finally get sniped though, so that is slightly unfortunate for the Dark Templar. 98 supply for Horang2. Jaedong with 96. A new base come up for Jaedong at the bottom left, and the switch into mutualists have been commenced here. Wow, what is that, 12 or 9? Only 9 mutualists only. The Zealots are going to try to come out to engage, and they will be able to actually push these Hydras back. Where are the Corsairs? There are the Corsairs, but keep in mind there are 4 Scourges also waiting somewhere in the areas. So they gotta be super careful. It's gonna be better for Horang2 to wait for his Dragoon to come out. We are seeing some Dragoon, but not that many. And Horang2 is correct to just sit back at home and not overcommit with his ground forces here. He will get shredded to pieces if he goes too far from home. And once Dragoon range is done, he can move out. He's gonna have to destroy one of these cannons. I'm not so sure exactly which one he will destroy. The Mutuals are looking to dive into the mineral lines now. Maybe. Okay, the Dragoon's gonna come out. Yeah, they will need to cover for those High Templars and also get ready for the cannons. Look at those pylons just covering everything. It looks like there's gonna be Mutuals diving in here. Nice storm. Dragoons are doing good shot. And those Mutuals are very damaged, but they're still alive. I think 1 or 2 High Templars were destroyed there. There's only a single High Templar remaining. That High Templar, if possible, will have 2 storms, but there's so many Hydras. There are so many Hydras, it's impossible to fight. Anyways, looks like the Hydra we need to kind of cover for itself. The Mages dive in once again. There's some Dragoons waiting patiently, and of course the Corsair, we need to be super careful as well. They will dive in together with the Scourges. That Hydra gets sniped right away together with 2 Corsairs. That was insane. That was so nice to with Jaedong. Jaedong is so insane. Sniping 2 Hydras, 2 Corsairs, and losing maybe 6 Mutalists. That is the price. Okay, look at those symmetrical. And more cannon in the main. I guess Horang2 is just gonna be stuck in his base now. Just massive Hydras coming out, and the 4 bases for Jaedong is looking very strong. Zelle attempting to break out. It will be very tough though. He need to find the right angle. Jaedong will come in from both sides here. Well, I guess they would try to come in and snipe this expansion, but there's no expansion. So I guess he overestimated Horang2's ability to expand here. The next attack is looking dangerous though. The Mutants need to get involved. The Mutants are looking for those storms. They will get the first group of High Templars, and all of those High Templars will off. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That High Templar will fall as well. All of the Mutants die, but that's fine. Destroying every single High Templar is a great find. Whereas Jaedong only has 135 supply, but he's got 4 bases. We need to have another expansion now. There's gonna be some Hydras trying to come in here and snipe the High Templars, and looks like they might succeed. There's a storm. Great. That storm was completely... They need to have a storm now. Oh my god. The one High Templar that has 2 storms was sniped. It was sniped. And now there's going to be a huge attack now. But it looks like the army from Horang2 is dangerous. There's a lot of attack, but they need to go... What is it? They need to keep the army together. The next wave of High Templars is coming. And the next wave of High Templars, very funny word to use. The next wave of High Templars, but why Horang2 need to expand now. They come diving in. Zealot, they need to move the Dragoons forward. The Zealots are way too far forward. There's going to be a surround from the back. Is there a storm? No, that High Templar doesn't have any energy. This could possibly be the final battle. Reinforcement from the back is also something we need to think about. The Hydras from the back arrive. The Hydra could cast a storm, but cast only 1 storm. There's just way too many Hydras. Way too many Hydras, and they will get shredded to pieces. The Zealot could not survive. So nicely done by Jaedong to win this game. No third base from MSTZ Gold, aka Horang2, plus 2 weapons. And we move on to the second set. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, guys, with the buying confidence, it's going to be really super. Bye.